Americans often make fun of me for my cheese sandwich that I eat for breakfast. Just cheese, they ask. Just a slice of cheese, I respond, and a little bit of butter. I'm not sure why they find it so fascinating, maybe because it's so simple. If you really want to spice it up, you could put 2 thin slices of cucumber on it too. But I'm not that fancy. This is actually what they give parents at the hospital after welcoming a new baby, and I'm a little bit bummed I missed out on that. I've heard that those cheese sandwiches are the best in the world. After my son was born, I got 12 weeks off from work, which is pretty standard here. I just couldn't put my son in daycare when he was that young, so I quit, which I know is not an option for everyone. If it had been in Sweden, I would have gotten at least a year off, paid. I now work part-time as an on-call firefighter. I also run an Etsy shop where I sell mainly cat toys. Unfortunately, USPS lost one of my packages, so that's what I'm doing today. I'm remaking an order for Miles and Mocha.
But I remember days I wonder we were always gonna last. Yeah, I do remember tears and the laughter. How could we fall so fast? Will be no hard goodbyes, thank God we're civilized.
I feel like I look so Swedish today, like not Swedish, but like northern Sweden, where I come from, which is a really small town above the Arctic Circle. So if you go to any major city in Sweden, people are so stylish and so put together. And then you go to where I'm from, and people kind of look like this. Like they just came out of the woods from walking their dog, because chances are they just came out of the woods after walking their dog, because there's not much else to do there. There's like only sporty and outdoorsy stuff that you can do. There's no shopping malls, there's no movie theater, no restaurants. Pop! 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 Yeah. So people are gonna dress like this, and we are gonna go out for a walk now, so. The seasons are changing in Minnesota now, and it feels like I've been holding a breath for so long without realizing it, and now I can finally breathe. The summers here get really hot and humid, and we often have temperatures close to 90 degrees for weeks on end. I grew up north of the Arctic Circle, so even after 13 years of living here, I still have a hard time handling it. Thank you so much. ABC. There are some animals that I find exotic that live in Minnesota, including turtles, which we don't have where I'm from. Sköldpadda. Sköldpadda. Turtle. 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 Canadian geese aren't quite as cool though, mainly because I'm traumatized after having them chase me when I was rollerblading in downtown Minneapolis. When we came back home, I made a Swedish gingerbread cake using breadcrumbs, cinnamon, ground cloves, sugar, Swedish baking syrup, lingonberry jam, cream, baking powder, milk, flour, butter, and ginger. Burst, no. No.
I was never the one to write up a song for just anyone. I I was always the one to find myself lost in old conversations, oh. Cause I've always been told that things will unfold if you keep on waiting. But then you came along and proved me all wrong. I was so mistaken. Cause you glue all the pieces back together. Yeah, you take all my wrongs and make them better. Yeah,
It was the first time I used this recipe and probably the last. It would have been better if I had a bundt pan. I'll give it 3 out of 5. The taste of the baking syrup was a little overwhelming.